Welcome back, guys. Automotive Inc. Today we're working on the 2020 Heartland, and we're replacing some of that nail or screw trim that you have around your channels of your RV. And I want to talk about not necessarily the process because it's pretty self-explanatory, but a product that you probably should try. We started putting this on our class a long time ago, and ever since then I went away from the cheap plastic looking trim. I'll show you that here in a second. Before we get started, if you don't mind smashing that sub button, thumbs up, notification bell, let's get started. So around all your RV channels where the panels meet, you're going to have a channel where they put the screw cover on. It serves a purpose. It keeps moisture out of the screws, although there's not much moisture that can get in there. When it does get damaged, a lot of times on the roof, you'll find out that that channel can then fill with dirt, debris, sticks, twigs, pine needles, and whatnot. There's where it's going to start causing an issue around those screw heads. Now, depending on your manufacturer, they may have put caulking on those, but I highly doubt it. They might have put some butyl tape behind that rail, but it's hard to say. So the easiest way is you can go to any campground and you'll just look at the edges of the roof up there, especially in the corners where the rain gutters are, and you're going to see where people's trims popped out and it's bubbling, or hell, maybe you're following somebody on the interstate and it's flapping in the wind. There's cheap alternatives, and there's ones that cost about 20 bucks more per roll that I'm going to show you, to check it out. Now, the standard trim is actually a plasticky feeling trim that looks like this, guys. Now, this is a 3/4 to 1 inch trim. Make sure you measure your channel, but most of them in the industry are going to be very similar. So this one, I'll link it down below. This one is the cheap version is what I call it, but this one is actually more rubbery than it is plastic. But it's not 100% silicone rubber. So what I can tell you is you're going to put this in the channel like this, and this is going to bow out, and that's going to hold it in there. What you can see is there's no upper flap that holds it on. This will degrade if you store your camper outside, or if you actually, say you're a person that uses it full time. This stuff's going to degrade pretty quick. Again, it is a little bit more pliable than the cheap plastic stuff. I mean, you can even get a cheaper version of this, which is basically total trash. And when you put it in your channel, if you can slide it easily, there's where I can tell you that it's not going to hold well over time. So I have several rolls of this because years and years ago I replaced some on our older fifth wheel before our Class A. And even though we stored outside only one season, this stuff became brittle and was pretty much junk. So this next piece I'm going to show you guys, I'm not endorsed by this company. I really don't care who makes what, but at the end of the day, if they make a good product, I don't mind sharing it. So now this one is a silicone rubber. It's very pliable. You can see we have two flaps on here. And what that's going to do is it's going to grab onto the other channel and seal out everything on the back side when it clamps down. And it's just the same as putting it in, although this other one, you kind of have to bend it backwards and put it in there. And every time you bend this, it doesn't really spring back over and over again, so it starts getting loose. This one, on the other hand, it'll spring back indefinitely, and it keeps its own pressure on it, so all you do is squeeze it to put it in. So again, this is not a how-to video necessarily, but I'm going to show you where our trim on our new Heartland, well, our new to us to Heartland, actually faded out. Now you can get it in white. I've changed some out when the color palette, if you will, looked better with white. But I started putting this on my Class A, and I'm telling you guys, even in the sun, this stuff held up very, very well. Now, typical things, white can tarnish, especially if you get stuff on it. But in my experience with this specific brand or whoever made it, I actually think it's just a company that makes it. It's a nondescript brand. But it is about 20 bucks more a roll for a 50-foot roll. So we have it here. And then we come over here, we have it in black. Again, very, very nice look to it. Cuts really easy with a nice pair of like shop scissors, or a brand new pair of your wife's scissors, but that'll piss her off after you do a couple jobs with it. Anyway, you can cut it at angles and get it whatever you want. And let's go out and show you what it looks like. Now, this is something that you want to check often and maintain, guys. Water is a destroyer along with the sun of any RV or camper. And so here it is right here. So we got it around these. It actually kind of bends around the angle. We did have to cut it, but you can just silicone where your cuts are. And once you get it in there, you depress it. But I mean, all in all, it ran up here all around this edge, and it looks 2,000 times better. Once you get in, you just push it completely flat, and I'm telling you guys, I've never actually had to go back and replace any of this. It doesn't blow out, it doesn't fall out. The black holds up extremely well. We did that all black on our Class A, and it held up extremely well. Again, that cheaper version typically will last a year, maybe two, before just it gets dry enough and cracky enough that it starts slipping out of the rail. And what I found just working on these RVs, a lot of times you'll get a channel that's just off. It's a little bit wider in places, and so a lot of times that trim is not going to hold in. This one does because it's wide enough. But I'll link it down below. You guys can always check that out. It's just a little tip and trick because it's not just for show. So if you're just going to yank it out, be prepared that you might have some water issues, or worse, the screws will rust over time and you'll get rust trails down your fiberglass, and that can stain your panels. So it's just something to always be aware of. As always, guys, we got a lot of stuff over on the channel for RVs, trucks, cars, reviews, everything like that. So appreciate you guys being here, and catch you on the next one.